you all. Thank you all for being here. This is a great rally this afternoon. There's a few people I want to thank here this afternoon, and one of them is Dave Kelm, our MC. Give him a big hand. He did a great job. I want to especially thank our speakers, too. We had some great speakers here today. All of our candidates who showed up, they did a great job. I also had a note from the girls down by the tables. They are selling some Liberty Bells, T-shirts. So before you leave, stop by and say hello to them and make a purchase. These things, again, as they say, you know, we need to have a few dollars here and there to put them on. So for our next one that we'll be having. Also, the Planning Committee, I want to say a special thanks to them, too. They did a great job. And again, thanks to all who helped us out. And with that, I'll turn it over to Pam Johnson from Decatur.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Pam Johnson, and I'm the coordinator for the Decatur Tea Party group. We're certainly glad that you all came here today. I know that there's a lot more interesting things to do on your Sunday afternoon, but we're certainly glad that you cared enough about your country and you care enough about Illinois to get out and find the facts and listen to these candidates on your own and make up your own mind and not let the media and the false advertising that you see on television make up your mind for you. This is our state. This is one of the greatest states in the Union. And it is being run into the ground by politicians that do not operate in our best interests. And it is time that we send them a message that you are going to be unemployed on November the 2nd. Whenever the people are well informed, they can be trusted with their own government. When things get so far wrong as to attract their notice, they may be relied upon to set them right. Thomas Jefferson said that. It's time we set them right. It is time we get out and work for our state to be returned to her greatness. This is the land of Lincoln. We have a rich heritage here in Illinois. Abraham Lincoln was one of the greatest presidents to ever live. And we have allowed politicians to shame this state. We are the laughing stock of the nation. Our state is corrupt. We're bankrupt. And it is time that we all realize that we are the people. And that it is going to be up to us, not to the Republicans, not to the Democrats, and not to the independents, to get out and work and take this state back. I ask you today to look around you. Look at who's standing and sitting next to you. Because you are making history today. You have 29 days left until November the 2nd. What you need to ask yourself is, will I be counted among the patriots willing to make the personal sacrifices to get this nation on course set forth by our founding fathers and our constitutions? Or will I leave here today and go back to doing nothing for my country? The Tea Party has already answered that question. We are willing to do the hard work. We are willing to get out to walk for the candidates. We are willing to make phone calls on Saturdays when we would rather be doing something else. We're willing to deliver signs. We're willing to make the phone calls, and we're willing to hold our officials accountable. It doesn't matter who gets in office on November the 2nd. It is up to us to hold them accountable. And if we do not do that, the Republicans or the Democrats, whoever gets in power, will not do as we say. We have to hold them accountable. We cannot go back to sitting in our lazy chairs, in our recliners, watching television and expect this country to run according to our wishes. We have to make our wishes known. And we do not do that by going to ball games and roasting frankfurters on the 4th of July. There's far more to patriotism than that. We've got to stand up and we've got to be heard. And we've got to be heard now before it's too late. I firmly believe after November the 2nd, if we do not get the incumbents out of office, it will be too late. This country cannot stand the spending. It cannot stand the corruption. It cannot stand our politicians shredding our Constitution up in little bitty pieces every day that they're in Washington, D.C. We have to get out and walk the districts. We have to make the phone calls. Find yourself a candidate and work for that candidate. Please, I am begging you. This is of utmost importance. It cannot wait, or we are going to lose this nation. Just make sure on November the 2nd you can say, I have done all I can possibly do to save my country. Because on November the 3rd, you'll have to live with those results, whether they were what you wanted or not. Now it's up to you. Do you want to live in a socialist nation?
No.
Do you want to live according to our Constitution? Then we've got to get out and work. We've got to honor George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, Benjamin Rush. We've got to stand firm on that Constitution, and the only way we must know it. We must know that Constitution. I'm going to leave you with this quote, and I hope when you leave here today that you will be inspired, that your patriotism will carry you for the next 29 days. To get up and get out and work for this nation. Freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it on to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same. For one day, we will spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it was once like in the United States of America, where men were free. That's by Ronald Reagan. So if you love your country, you love your freedom, you love what America stands for, you love our founders, you love our flag, they're trying to take every bit of that away from you. The progressives are in every aspect of our government, in our churches, in our financial systems. They are everywhere. And the only thing that stands between us and our total government takeover is our Constitution and your patriotic hearts. We have to hold the flame of freedom highly. The entire world is watching us right now, and the only way we're going to do that is through you. So I encourage you to please get out, talk to some of the people here, and get up and work for a candidate and do the right thing and stand up for your country, because she is definitely worth it. God bless all of you. Thank you for coming.